What's good, YouTube? This IQ Domino coming back at y'all with another motherfucking video with the lab. Today we're going over the self-fulfilling prophecy. Today in particular, we're gonna be going over self-trust. Now, there's two sides to everything we do. You know what I'm saying? There's the negative and there's the positive. In life, sometimes we're gonna run into things and we find ourselves not being as positive or not as constructive to get the things we need to get done because we're so focused on the negative outcomes, the negative things that's holding us back. You know what I'm saying? The thing and the challenges we have to face. And I'm gonna ask y'all something. If you had to get on the football field with all the football players in the NFL with no shoulder pads, no helmet, no pads, no cleats, would you believe that you can actually, get things done on the field? And the answer is probably not. Probably not. Because you're not. You don't have the things necessary to get the things done. If you haven't been trained, if you're not in shape, you're probably not gonna do that well because you're not in shape to get things done. The point I'm trying to get across to y'all is the preparation that's necessary. Now, of course, I got a lot of negative thoughts that come to you, but you don't really battle those negative thoughts before you actually go into things. And what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is sometimes when you're sitting down off in the distance and you're sitting down by yourself, you're gonna face a challenge. Some of y'all struggling with shooting y'all shot. Some of y'all struggling with starting something big, whether a business or taking somewhat of a leap of faith. Some of y'all are struggling with that. But the point I'm trying to get at is the thought process behind it. You never thought about the negative thought process that causes you to struggle. And that's a part of the preparation. You see, you got to battle those thoughts because sometimes it might be something that you need to do to build up, that can actually build up your confidence quicker. A lot of y'all can't talk. Y'all not used to talking. So you should conversate with yourself. You should record yourself talking. You should write more. You should use any type of form of self-expression. So whenever you approach a woman, you know what to say. You have at least enough comfort level in talking to women. Talking in general. Talk to anybody. I always tell y'all, talk to as many people as y'all can, whether it be online, whether it be the person that's behind the register, whatever it might be, talk. Because your comfort level is going to get built up, allowing you to trust yourself. You see, it's a form of building yourself up, the negative and the positive, and giving yourself something to do. The preparation to have something to do. You need to have your pads, your helmet. You know what I'm saying? You need to have the negative thoughts already battled, already debated with. You already have the answers. You already know how you're going to battle it. And, we're going to go into that with the dark side. But it's all about battling that negative side of you so you can be prepared to go to do the next thing. You need to work out. You need to be in shape to go against the motherfuckers on the field. You know what I mean is you need to be prepared and knowing your game plan. You need to have a program. You need to have all that shit in place so whenever it's time for you to actually do what you need to do, you already know what to do. You ain't got to really think about it that hard because it's not that deep for you. You just need to just move. You need to make it easy for yourself to just move because right now you can say, oh, I'm not trusting myself, but really you have nothing to trust in. You have every reason to not trust yourself instead of giving yourself something to trust in. Whenever that negative thought comes, you see that woman, you can either say, oh man, I don't know what I'm going to say. Or you can sit down and think about something to say. It's not that hard though, y'all. All you got to do is introduce yourself, let her know why you there, things like that. Shake her hand, things like that. It come with just doing it. Just do it. But it's coming to the preparation of it all. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't know what to say. Y'all don't know what to do. Y'all gonna feel anxiety. Y'all gonna feel anxious. Y'all worry about what other people might say instead of thinking like, man, I think me and her gonna have a good time. Let me see what's behind this pretty face. Let me see what's behind this pretty smile. Let me get to know her. That seems like a woman I'm gonna have fun getting to know. Look at her. God damn. I gotta see what I can do with that. Y'all don't think like that. Or let me go ahead and introduce her to the best motherfucker she ever met in her life. Y'all don't think like that. Or, man, it's already done. She already got her number. What's the next move? Y'all don't think like that. Because y'all don't have enough, y'all haven't conditioned y'all mind enough to combat that, to naturally start thinking like that. Y'all gonna naturally find y'all own ways to think. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. But the negative thoughts that come to you, like, you know, or what, she might have a boyfriend, she might not like guys like me, or she might have this type of standard in guys. You know, I'm 6'1", I'm a good looking, so I get it. But short guys and not that good looking guys deal with this same situation of thought processes that I did, which was she might have this, she might have that, or she seemed like she got a lot of money, so I don't know. She might be a gold digger, or I don't know, she all right, not really for me. Knowing that she all right, she look good, she look at least cute. Goddamn, and I'm still not shooting my shot because I'm saying, oh no, my expectations up here, and I get on Tinder, my expectations is not up there. Or I get on Hinge and my expectations is not up there. It's all self-evident. Like, you got to start paying attention to how the negative thoughts really do influence you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more to it than this. So stop being so negative and being positive to give yourself something to trust into, but you got to prepare, okay? You have to prepare. If you have no way, I already say the Dark Side course is going to introduce y'all into that mindset of just battling that negative side of you, and you know, really connecting with that negative side of you, so you can have something to talk to and understand what the conversation that's in here that's preventing you to move. But a lot of that shit has to do with just you not trying to tear yourself down so much. You doing that is what causes you not to trust yourself. Versus you being positive and being constructive, give yourself things to do, reasons to actually keep moving, you're going to naturally start trusting yourself. I understand I already said this with self-love, and it all intertwines. But I'm about to really go into, like, you know, how the preparation really builds you up so you can actually keep moving forward. You feel me? So the negative side of you, you know, it smells good as fuck. I want y'all to understand that a lot of times you're going to need to really bully yourself into moving. I understand it might sound crazy, but it's like a form of battle, because you can't really bully yourself, right? But it's a form you have to really battle yourself, like, because it's your insecurities that's controlling you. It's not really your the things about you that's good that's taking control. But it's the negative things that you are allowing to actually take control of you as a person. So instead of you letting that bully you into not doing things, you have to use that to bully yourself. You have to talk to yourself like this. Man, well, I think what you think that she better. I know I don't think that she better than me. Like, she not better than me. So why am I scared? You know what I'm saying? Or what, they got something to say, they not better than me. They not better than me as a person. I'm probably better than them when they started. You know what I'm saying? You kind of have to battle yourself. Like, you really do have to be a little crazy, like, to grow as a person. Like, you have to be a little maniacal about this shit, because you got to realize you're doing it anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it anyway. If you are here watching this program and you are learning a lot of information, you've been doing it to yourself anyway. I'm just letting you know. You've been fucking over yourself. You've been beating yourself down anyway. So instead of you beating yourself down, What I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that you can build yourself up and bully that voice that's in your head that's telling you to sit down. You can stand up to that voice. But you have to check yourself. Like, a lot of times these guys have a bunch of fucking excuses of why they can't do things. Oh man, the women, women are just like this, and the business world is like this. People in the world are selfish. Who gives a fuck? You can overcome all those odds. How? But you got to check yourself into doing that. You got to be like, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck that she don't know me? She never met me before. Who gives a fuck what she got to say right now? They judging me. Who gives a fuck what the fuck they say? Oh, I don't think I can do it? Who gives a fuck? Who am I trying to impress? Let me go ahead and try. You have to start checking yourself to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, because if you don't, it's gonna check you. That's what's preventing you from trusting yourself. Is that you're not checking that voice. You're not, your ego is not really a bad thing, because your ego can be positive and negative. If you let your ego take full control of you to the extreme of like being like Kobe Bryant, fuck all y'all, I'm not passing the ball to y'all, y'all trash. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. You can have a lot of success in that, but you become blinded of what's possible, because a lot of those guys on that basketball team sometimes wanted to understand Kobe, and them understanding Kobe possibly could have helped them grow as basketball players. But he wasn't thinking like that. He was thinking y'all should already be that. So you don't want to let it blind you, but you do want to say, oh yeah, I see my own potential in going full blown into it and saying I'm endless. Endless, but you have to be constantly checking yourself, because you're going to always have weaknesses about you. I'm telling you, as y'all getting more into it, like, just think about it. My first thought on me moving on something, and I'm saying that, yeah, man, this is the point when I say there's levels to this shit. Do I think I really can? She really think that she better? Do I think that she better than me? Ain't no way I think she better than me. Man, let me go talk to her, man. I'm probably the best motherfucker she ever met in her life. That's one way of thinking. And there's another way of thinking, man, I already got a number, man. I already got a number. What's the next message? What's the first message I'm going to send to her? All right, what's the first conversation we going to have? And I already know that. So it's really like, I want to see how far this really going to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because I started with pushing myself forward, I allowed myself to build up different mindsets on top of that. But it started with that first mindset that got me moving. So it's kind of like, you have to really check yourself, because you're going to constantly have ways to better yourself. But if you don't check yourself, you're not going to better yourself. You're not going to better yourself. You feel me? So I just want y'all to understand that. And you have to question your own fears, because it's our fears that prevent us from doing things. It's not what we know we are capable of, but it's our fears that keep us from actually doing what we think is necessary for us to do. And the reason behind that is it's literally just the worst case scenario a lot of times, and you have to question it. You have to question how bad really is the worst case scenario. You know what I'm saying? And do you think that you would know how to react to the worst case scenario? If you don't think you would know how to react to the worst case scenario, that's the problem. Because if a girl, if I shoot my shot on a woman and she tells me, ain't no fucking way I'm like who are you? I'm gonna tell her, all right, chill the fuck out, just say no, and I'm gonna walk the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Because you obviously out of pocket. You could have just said no. I'm not gonna ever do the most and try to no, and I'm not gonna follow you. I'm probably gonna ask you if you tell me you got a boyfriend. I'm gonna say, let me get the number anyway. If you don't have a boyfriend, you just tell me no. You sure? That's probably the most you sure it's the best motherfucker you probably gonna meet. Or I'm just gonna let her say no and walk the fuck off, depending on how she say no. If she say no, but she's smiling and she blushing, you know what I'm saying? But if she just say, nah, walk off, I respect it. She ain't give me no eye, no look, I respect it. I respect it because I'm already prepared for that. I question myself, how would it happen on the worst case scenario? She tell me no. Cool. The worst case scenario is not the no. The worst case scenario is her trying to flash out on you for her saying no. That's the worst case scenario. She's trying to get on your ass because you asked her for her number and you want to get to know her, or you want to just smash and she just start flashing on it. That's the worst case scenario. I just want y'all to understand that. The worst case scenario is not a no. That's bullshit. I'm letting you. Second worst case scenario is she start actually talking to you and you don't know how to talk to a woman. And she start questioning you and checking you and you ain't ready for none of that shit. That's the second worst case scenario. By the way. Yeah, I'm going to feed y'all that because y'all need to prepare. I gave y'all the keys with the self-respect. Y'all need to prepare for that shit. If you not prepared for that, that's your fault. It's your fault. You have to check yourself. You have to check yourself and question your fears. If you stand up against your boss, your worst case scenario, you get fired. But the second worst case scenario besides that is he try to challenge you. I taught y'all self-respect, so y'all gonna be ready for the fucking challenge. Y'all ready for the fucking challenge. Any challenge that come y'all way, y'all ready for it. I'm telling y'all. If y'all really study that shit and y'all really understand it, don't just read it, understand it to make it practical for yourself, there's nobody gonna stop y'all, man, because y'all prepared. All right? So I'm gonna need y'all to be more confident, and this will allow you to trust yourself, right? Because you know what you can do. You know what you're capable of. Stop saying what you can't do and start thinking about what can you do. What can you do? What are you capable of? And when you start thinking like that, you start being more constructive because you're positive. You're not negative. You're not thinking about the worst case scenario. You just think about what can you do. And you thinking about what you can do, you start overcoming the mind process, the thought process behind what you can't do because you're battling it on sight. You're forcing the pendulum. Even when it's there, you're forcing the pendulum. If you hear it, force the pendulum. But also start questioning, why can't I? Do I think this? Do I think that? Battle the fear. Start battling the fear. Stop letting the fear just talk. Change the fear's mind. I'm telling y'all, like, it's more to your mind than you might think. It's way more to your mind than you might think. You have to change your own thinking process by battling your mind. I'm telling y'all, you will overcome this. It's not that hard. It's not that challenging. It's very simple, but you have to actually do it. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. It's uncomfortable as fuck. But if you continuously just try to do it, you will do it. Because you'll start realizing it's not that hard. You just have to do it. The more you battle yourself, the more it actually makes sense for you to keep going, man. So stop telling yourself what you can't do or what happened, what might happen. Man, if she got a boyfriend, I can take her from her. Oh, no, I shouldn't do that. Why? 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 If I take her from her, that means, well, at least you would know that this is the type of woman that it's not good. And just because she's not good for him don't mean that she wouldn't be good for you. This is the real world. Like, at the end of the day, don't be stupid. If she show you any signs, be wary of those signs. Every woman that cheats has hella fucking red flags. I've yet to be one that haven't. But they'll show you. You just gotta listen. So, start giving yourself an understanding of what you want out of life so you know what's necessary. Because some of the shit that I'm telling y'all have to do to get to y'all goal. Remind yourself that you must. I'm not saying that you have to force yourself to do things, But sometimes you do. Sometimes you have to force yourself to go out of your way and go out of your norm to go for what you want. It has to be that way because you're not used to doing it. You have to live with no fucking limits, no boundaries, or no limitations. I would say boundaries, but limitations of what you're capable of, what you can do. So start understanding that some things that you just have to do. It don't have to make sense to the world. It just have to make sense to you. If it makes sense to you to move and do something that's outside of your norm to get to your end goal or get to thinking wise, to thinking that mind space of being in that end goal, you need to step outside your comfort zone because you're not used to pushing yourself that way. If you want that norm, you pushing yourself that way to be your norm, this is nothing for you to do and it doesn't affect you in any kind of way, do it. You have to continuously, you must do that to get to that point. You're never going to get to that point if you don't start doing that. It's not about continuously doing things to force yourself to trust yourself. It's about understanding that you can do it. You don't need no evidence. You don't need evidence. I'm telling y'all don't need evidence. Your decision can be made right now. I'm telling y'all, just by y'all trying, your mind gonna start changing naturally, and your decision is gonna automatically be made by itself. So start thinking about the worst case scenario and understand that this is nothing for you to do. It's already done. Start saying it's already done, man, because the future that you want, you just need to make these moves to get towards your future. And it's done. It might be painful. It might be a little uncomfortable. But guess what? You're going to get through it. It's just a storm. If you weather the storm and you keep going forward, you're going to get through it. And before you know it, you're going to be at your goal. It's going to be like, damn, I've arrived. Yes, you have. This is what it is, man. So stop letting it stop you and just start saying, man, it's already done. And I already have it in place of what you need to do. You need to know what you need to prepare to know what you already need to do. If you're not prepared, you're going to fuck up anyway. You need to have it up here. It's not about actually, you might need to actually express it or do things or learn different knowledge, learn more knowledge, whatever the case might be. I'm talking to women, but it can be in any case. It can be in any situation. This shit is universal. You need to prepare to be able to trust yourself. If you're not prepared, you have nothing to trust. You know what I'm saying? So you have to start actually doing things to trust yourself. All right? So you have to get used to that so you can you need to prepare to have something to fully commit to. And when you commit to it, commit. I'm talking about with confidence. Confidence. See it all the way through. Have confidence when you do it. Because if you're not doing it confident, it's like you're going to have to do it again to actually get the result you want. Sometimes you might get the result, but you're not going to get it. You have to put yourself in a position where you can get it in abundance. If you're not doing it with confidence, you won't be able to get it in abundance. But if you do it with confidence, you're going to get it in abundance. It's going to be your norm because you confident. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's your everyday thing. It's not something it's not something that's unusual for you. You know, when people look at you, they have to kind of see that confidence. And you kind of got to see that in yourself as well for it to actually be your norm. You feel me? So whenever you do something, do it with confidence, man. Have your head high. Whatever decision you make, even if it's you're not really doing the full thing, you're just doing a little bit of it. Do that little bit of thing with confidence. I always say in the business world, you know what I'm saying? Man, just do something. You don't have to do something that everybody sees. You could do something that no one really sees. You could do something that a few people see or that you know about. and put it out. Like on YouTube, just make a minute video. You don't even have to put your face in the camera. Just make an unfaced video, add music to it, do a topic that you like, video games, movies, whatever, and make a cool video. Boom. With women, just say hey. Just say hey, how you doing? Don't say hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how your day going? How are you? How your day been? Good. All right, that's good to hear. Keep it pressing. That's always good to hear. You try to speak to somebody. Hey, man, it's hot out here, ain't it? Yeah, man, it's hot as hell. Keep it pressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just start speaking. Like, it's not hard. Hey, what you think the best thing? I'm new around here when it come down to this restaurant. What's something that's good to you? You look like you got good taste. You know what I'm saying? It's like you in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like just talk. Like just talk. Just talk, man. It's not, I'm telling y'all, like that's what it is. Like, no, whatever it is, do it with confidence. Like, it don't have to be nothing extreme. Just do it with confidence. Commit. Like, commit to what you're doing. Put your all into it. I'm not saying you make your intentions, let your intentions lead, not in doing the action. Hey, how your day going? Genuinely just say that you want to hear what somebody thoughts on a day, or it's just speaking to them. They might not say nothing. They might just say, hey. They might just say, what's up? Or they might just say, man, it's all good, man. Has nothing to do with the question, but they just speaking. Because they not like you. They not trying to let their intentions rule. You have to let your intentions rule. If you just speaking just to speak, that's cool. Just speak just to speak. But if you speaking to have a conversation, then do that. If they don't give you no conversation back, don't take it to heart. But continue on, because your worth is not determined on what they do. Your worth is determined on what you do. You've done what you need to do with confidence. That's your worth. You do what you do with confidence, man. And by you doing that with repetition, you're going to naturally become more and more and more confident. It's all about working that muscle of just committing to what you do and confiding and completely having faith in what you do and moving on what you decide to do. That's all it is. So just make your intentions clear for yourself to follow it, and just do that. Just follow your intentions. And your intentions I'm telling you, intentions rule the nation, bro. It's your intention. Your intention is going to rule you as a person. If your intentions are clear, it's going to rule you as a person, man. You know, I'm getting a little tan or something, man. Goddamn, man. Goddamn, I'm getting a little size on me, guys, man. But nah, whole time, let your intentions be clear, man. If you are doing something, you prepare for it, and you stop letting your negative self-talk take you over. Start understand that your intentions and what you want to do with yourself has to be clear for you to have something to commit to. If you have nothing to commit to, you haven't nothing to commit to, you have no reason to be confident. If you haven't prepared, you have no reason to even do it. You have to just prepare, bro. If you prepare, you're going to be all right, man. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to give y'all the sauce. All right? So that's all I really got for y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video of the self-fulfilling prophecy, which all of the self-fulfilling prophecy videos is about is you living in real time and making decisions and understanding your mind in a way, whatever you want out of life, whatever action you want to do, whatever thing you want to commit to, you making that naturally you. You know, you're naturally becoming what you desire out of life. You're naturally becoming the person that can acquire those things, naturally becoming the individual that has these traits, have these qualities in your actual self to get whatever you want in your mind. You know, you're going to make what's up here a reality just from understanding, you know, all the tools that I've given y'all so far. This is the self-fulfilling prophecy, man. Hope y'all been enjoying it. Y'all do leave questions down below, because y'all know I'm going to give y'all the keys to success And there's probably 50, 100 motherfuckers that's just like you that's gonna ask the same, that got the same question as you. So just ask. There's no stupid questions. There's no bad questions. Just ask. And that's all I really got for y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. I had to bow. Not to bow. I'm about to start doing. You know what I'm saying? But let me chill out, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. It's IQ Domino. This is the motherfucking lab. Peace.